Thank you, Mama, for saving my life. Thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you for believing in me and not letting me go. These were the profound words my daughter spoke to me that changed the trajectory of my life. But let me take you back to the start of the story, when my second-born gave me a few gray hairs along the way, but she also made me find my purpose. I immigrated legally from South Africa to the US, where she was born, and then eventually settled in Canada. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to love her as much as I loved my firstborn. But a mother's love is like a magician's hat, because there's always more love to pull out of it. She was funny and smart and a gifted artist, a complete contrast to her more serious older sister. Her humor showed early when she narrated this tense bear attack scene in a movie, as if it was all in a day's work. But her lightheartedness made her an easy target for bullies, both adults and kids. And to top that all off, we're from a culture where kids were taught to be polite, not argumentative, and definitely not disrespectful. In a world where sass is another language, she really didn't know what to do. Her older sister tried to protect her as much as she could, but she more often than not rolled her eyes at her little sister's antics. When she turned 9, things started to escalate. I tried to reason with a school counselor, but she labeled her a drama queen, not understanding the real issue. And by the time she was 15, she was an accomplished student and athlete. Unfortunately, the bullying started to take its toll, which led to her withdrawing from everyone in her life and self-medicating. One day, we were at Children's Hospital, and we were there for a routine checkup on a knee surgery due to a sports injury, when the chief surgeon doing the checkup noticed the signs that I previously had misinterpreted. My daughter, before my eyes, seemed to shrink. When asked if she was okay, she slowly shook her head, while silent tears ran down her face. 3 hours after she was ushered in to see the psychiatrist at the Children's Hospital, 3 hours of me aimlessly wandering along the river behind the hospital, thinking of every possible scenario, my mind going in circles. And after 3 hours, when I was asked to go back, I couldn't fathom that I did not get the reason I thought was why she was there. I heard that she had been cutting her beautiful, perfect skin with ornamental knives I had in the house. And while I was still reeling after that little bit of news, she softly wondered if I would be upset with her if she told me the rest. The rug has just been pulled from underneath my feet, and you want to tell me there's more? She had written a goodbye letter, a suicide note. She knew the where, she knew the why, she knew the how. She didn't know the when, because she knew I would be devastated. I held my little girl back from death because of the love I doubted I had enough of. On our way home, still shell-shocked, I thought I'd do what the doctor suggested I do, and I asked her, what would she like to do? She asked for 3 things. The first thing was that she could not go to school anymore and not face her bullies. I didn't realize it was that bad. You know, teenagers. And then the second thing she asked was for a Siamese cat, specifically because she had done her research, and that was the only kind of breed that would do. The third thing she asked for was for real medicine, because I had been giving her natural remedies from the health food store, thinking I was going to help her. Imagine dealing with anger and fear and stress while having a volatile and agitated child that was too scared to live and didn't think her life was worth living. Imagine thinking that you're not fit to be a parent. We invited some of her friends over to our property in what I called fire pit sessions. Sometimes up to 30 teenagers would be at our property, and they would share their stories because they felt it was a safe place to do so. They inspired me to speak at schools, at community events, and eventually different stages, and talk about the different types of bullying these kids go through and how to find help for both adults as well as the students. We created a safe community. The next few years were absolutely tough and horrible, but they taught me 3 important lessons. First, when we support each other, we can survive anything. Be grateful for the ones that stand beside you. They might not solve your problems, but it does make it bearable. Second, every small moment of progress is a victory. Gratitude for those little pieces of forward movement becomes these giant steps into positivity. And then, thirdly, sometimes we need to be tough on the ones that we work with, the ones we love, and that includes yourself. Be grateful for the strength you have, because sometimes you think you're at your end, your wit's end, but be grateful for that. By the time she was 19, she got me a Christmas present. It was a tattoo, a beautiful bird she had designed herself. She held my hand throughout the ceremony, or the process. I wasn't exactly stoic about that thing. And as I was holding her hand, I cried. It hurt so much. Seriously, why do people do this for fun? And I cried because she kept on repeating these words to me. Thank you, Mama, for saving my life. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for not giving up on me and not letting go. Today, she's a successful tattoo artist, and she is well known for her unique approach. She sends love into every design and tattoo that she creates. She believes that when the people wear her art, they would be happy and healthy. I am not just a proud mama, I'm her biggest fan. I still don't plan on getting another tattoo anytime soon. She helped me to see what youth go through. Her journey inspired me to start with youth leadership programs and coaching. And I learned that legally immigrants who came from other countries, who started over by paying for being in the new country, the families struggle. They ask their kids to help them. They ask their kids to help them fit into the socio-cultural environment they find themselves in, not knowing that the kids, they are between two cultures, and it will take time for them to fit in. My daughter marked herself by harming herself. She marked me with her design. She is marking the world with love, one tattoo at a time. Here is my question to you. What are you doing today to leave your loving mark on the heart of the world? Thank you.